Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to FACEIT TV. It's Saturday. It's our first Counter-Strike Global Offensive Cup for the spring season, and I'm joined here by Tosspot. I'm DDK, and this is the grand final. We've come a long way. We've come through many mirages, yet to arrive at one more mirage, one final mirage of the night.
Yep, you're watching the grand final. It is going to be none other than TMVG versus Vi for the right to call themselves the champions of FACEIT. A worthy title.
Yes, it is a very worthy title. And I feel very good about this because it's Mirage. We had a break. And now, you know, with all that Mirage experience from earlier, casting it with you, I think we're going to do a good job.
We've got best of 3 is the key point to remember here, guys. So you've been watching all afternoon. Thank you very much for sticking with us in what has been our first cup. And we hope you enjoy the grand final. Take us away, DDK.
Okay, we got 4 terrorist players pushing down mid. The smoke's covering that angle so they can't be harassed from the cap position. xM on connector trying to deal the damage. He gets 2. They're getting cut down from all sides. It's only Mr. Jackpot left as he attacks onto A, and he will just... is it really an attack? It's more or less himself just throwing, you know, he's just throwing his own body at the enemy players there.
So key players that we've worked out, having cast these guys a fair bit today, are on the Vi side. It is none other than on the TMVG side, it's none other than Mr. Jackpot. He and his AWP have become great friends, though Joels and Sunny have both proven to be thorns in their opponent's side when they get going. And on the opposite side, on Vi, definitely it's Pipe to watch out, and as I say that, Pronax comes up with, I think, 4 frags that round. Yes, 4 frags for him, and he did go last time out on Mirage the first 7 rounds without dying, though did then average around 1.5 deaths per round afterwards.
Whoa, you have a memory.
I do.
Half, and that was, of course, another, you know, eco round for the terrorists. It's the first eco round for the terrorists. They can buy now, though, and buy they do. 2 going up at the B house, 2 converging on the middle position as Wazakak holds this A ramp. But Pronax, sometimes he likes to be aggressive. Will he do it onto Wazakak? We don't know just yet, but both teams looking for that pick. As the terrorists have their first buy round, it's fairly standard to play it slow. Look for that opportunity, that quick kill. Right now, Mr. Jackpot is hanging around mid, that mid tunnel there, as Shaker dropped the bomb at the B house side. So the bomb is at the B house side. If that tells us anything, could tell us maybe some intentions that they do want to end up attacking B, but just, you know, they're still just holding mid, keeping that position. It's a strong one to hold. They have a lot of angles to play with. Blomgren's got to be careful he doesn't get caught off guard. We're on Sunny right there as we see him, and then now onto Pive at the B site. So what are they going to do? Shaker will pick up the bomb finally, so it looks like they're going to make their push onto B. They're going through Cat, they're getting the frags. But they still have Pipe yet to deal with as they converge 3 men onto the one of Pipe. Actually now, Mr. Jackpot falling back to the flank. That's a very poor timing as now his teammate gets cut down and the bomb gets dropped. It's just Joel's there, but Joel's is good enough to make it happen. The bomb is there still. It's a 2v2 situation, now a 2v1 as Joel's handily dispatches Blomgren. Now xM approaches from their kitchen. Can he find those 2 players? Find those heads with his bullets. He's trying his best. xM dancing around the pillars there, but he's got 2 players to contest with, and the terrorists win that round.
Good work for TMVG to reclaim after only a pistol round conversion of 1. They were not able to convert that up to a full 3-round win for the CT side. And the T's bought, they played well, they played very, very sensibly in that round. And in the end, the strength of Joel's was enough. And we've seen him do that throughout this tournament several times. As it will be Curse to push on now, 5, I apologize, with xM to get the first frag, as TMVG do lose the opening frag as Joel's goes down. And it will be now pushing towards A. They quickly make their way forward. It's going to be Pyth who's just looking over. Sunny gets himself the frag onto xM. xM is going to push through as Pyth again collects onto Sunny before going down, this time at the heart of Shaker. There's 3 players in on A here for the T side. CT's trying to recover, but they're in a nasty after recovery position here. Blomgren does get the frag onto Azak, and both players are now right over on that balcony area. One up, one down, one now in the bomb side as well. Frag comes in from Blomgren. Last man standing is hGh. He's got one to his right and one just behind the box that you can see. And somehow he's still standing. Somehow he's actually managed to walk away from the bomb site. He has the bomb, and he has no health, as it's down to 3 rounds to 1. CT pick up the round.
Good stuff, getting that early momentum as the counter-terrorist, very important on this map. It's a little bit CT biased, just a little bit, as we've seen in the past. Mirage is an interesting map, nevertheless. And we have to see the T's now making the decision to push heavily onto the B house. I mean, they're on an eco, so they're just going to go for the B rush. It's going to be a quick round, a very, very quick round. Are they going to get stuck in the mud at those B choke points, or are they going to get down onto the site with the kills? The entry frags, Pronax is there, Skitten is there. Pronax with one headshot, stops the momentum. They're spamming those Glocks, finds a kill onto Pronax. Now they have to deal with Skitten as well. Skitten, though, on the cap side, and all the other CTs, Exim and Blomgren, rotating through the kitchen onto the B site. They have losing time. They have not got the ground covered that they needed to get the bomb plant, and that is going to be a successful defense unless Sunny pulls out something dramatic here, but that's not going to be the case. Skitten there has no problem at all. Just cleaning that one up.
Those B rushes, they either work or they don't. And the problem they had was when Pronax picked up that first frag, they then stopped dead for 10 seconds. And that, in that time, Pronax heard all of those footsteps coming towards him. He said, yep, there's definitely a ton of people coming this way. Rotate, rotate, rotate. You can't stop. Even if it costs you that second frag, you can't get the bomb down unless you're fully committed the whole time. And that was the real issue that we saw there from Vi on their offense there. Sorry, TMVG on their offense there. 4-1 in favor of the CT. That is Vi. XM picks up frag number 1. It's Sunny that's gone down. And Joels is now ready to make his debut into the A bomb site. He has the bomb carrier behind him, and he's in fact thinking about retreating. No, they're going to leave this bomb right outside the entrance into A here. And we'll look across to Wazak, who's set in mid, just covering the rear of this attack. And Mr. Jackpot will make his way around. I still like Mr. Jackpot with an AWP, but he's unable to get involved. And here we go. The 3 players make their way in towards the A site. And opening frag comes in from Jackpot onto Pyth. Pyth did down Joels before meeting his eventual maker. And it'll be Jackpot again. I think he's got a frag. No, they've all been wiped out. Blomgren does the job. And there it is, 5-1. And a very healthy round from the CT side.
Pistols again, eco again for the terrorists. Life is tough as a terrorist right now on Mirage.
You've got the TSA looking for you, the FBI looking for you, and now you've just not got the funding you used to have.
It's looking pretty grim, and they decide that they want to go up cat for the aggression, for the plant. Mr. Jackpot splitting off onto that connector. XM is going to find so many frags in there, just all obliterated, one after another, and that's going to be another round for the counter-terrorists. But of course now we have the buy round. That's 5 AKs, picked up by, well, bought legitimately from, I don't know where they buy their weapons from.
MasterCard.
But where, sorry, MasterCard, with MasterCard, buy what? Okay, fair enough. Okay, so there we go. They have the buy round, and they're deciding that they want to push heavily onto this A site. There's 3 in A house, and that's 2 pushing at that A ramp. They're just going to go for it. There are the flashes. They're going in for the kill, for the site take down. Can they manage to do it? They need to push these positions. They need to gain the ground. Otherwise, they'll never get there in time. The CTs will just rotate too quickly, and now they're stuck in these spots. Can they manage to fight their way out, though? There's 2 kills coming onto the CTs. There's only 2 CTs left, so they're doing a great job, and the bomb is going down as well very soon. Surely he is going down very soon. Plant the bomb, please, Sunny. Thank you very much. Blomgren and Pronax now both coming from the same angle. This could be to their detriment as they make the lives of the terrorists much easier. Jackpot, Sunny, Joels, and hGh ready to deal the damage, and there it comes. And that is the round there for the terrorists.
The key frag in that round was the man on the box. I forget who it was.
The box man.
Yeah, he was the one that was shutting down the angles of that approach. And the moment he was out, as he did just kind of leave himself up on a box, and someone out of those 5 was always going to find an angle on him, that left him in a real tricky position. But good round from TMVG to get themselves back on the board. 6-2 the score now. And Mr. Jackpot will lead the charge up on to B. And he will go quite quickly. As opening frag comes in, and oh, this is a big, quick 3 frags, make that 4. Skyton is the one who's unleashed 5 frags here, 4 frags here for Vi. It was split between Pronex and Skyton, and that leaves them at 7-2, and TMVG did not see that one coming.
Are TMVG going to do what they always do, though? Are they going to make it look like they suck, and then they go and win? Or
well,
how it goes?
We're at this stage of the tournament now where we should see a little bit more predictability in the maps, as we've got two teams that have got a bit of experience together. So Mirage should be more biased to the CT than it was before, as we have teams that actually know how to play the map now.
Indeed, and looks like the bomber, Wazakak, is pushing his way on the B house, or rather just chilling at the B house so far, waiting for something to happen, an opportunity to be made, and there is a pick from Skitten onto Mr. Jackpine Shaker also going down, and even Pronax shutting down that take of the B house there, as Jules and Sunny also experiencing a lot of problems to be had at mid, thanks to Blomgren, the one and the only. And Pyth rotating around the back to flank Sunny. Sunny spots it though, and he manages to deal with it, and here comes Skitten and Blomgren from the cat, and that will deal with Sunny very nicely there. And that's an 8-2 scoreline. And really the terrorists really desperately, oh my god, their money situation's horrendous, but they really need to just take at least 1 or 2 more rounds, at least 2 more rounds before the counter-terrorists manage to just take everything from them, because otherwise, I mean, even though, it is a CT bias map, you always have that psychological advantage, that momentum advantage going into it. And here they are pushing heavily up mid, all of them just going for it there on cat, 2 pushing up cat, on they're going around.
Wazak is going to lead the boost as they push up towards A, picked off by Pyth, and that'll be his 2 frags for this round, and will lead to a 3 versus 5, and the 3 have no weapons, though Joels gets himself in on the action. Sunny does find a frag, Pronax has dropped him, it's all on Sunny now, as he is dropped by Pronax and Skyton, and that'll be 9 rounds to 2, and really if you're Vi at this point, you're looking at this as a commanding position that they can't throw away.
Oh, definitely. They have to keep this going strong, and it is a 5 AK buy for the terrorists as they run. They sprint towards the B house, the A house rather, and moving their way to the A ramp as well. But can they manage to make it happen this time? XM is the box man, I think you were talking about previously, shutting down those angles. There he is, coming in from below. He's going to get taken down very handily as the terrorists make their way onto the site, covered it, littered with smoke everywhere. And Skitten and Pronax are the only counter-terrorists remaining right now, and Razakak will fix that issue, and now it's just Skitten left, and he manages to make 1 quick kill at that CT connector there, that mid connector, as now he has to deal with Wazakak, as Wazakak faces him off, but all the grenades are proving very difficult indeed for Skitten to deal with, as now he could even consider perhaps saving, I'm not sure, but I mean, they already have so much money, I suppose it's not so wise, but now he's going to go in for some kills, maybe do some economic damage, take some players down. Joel's there, Sunny and Wazakak coming around the back. Skitten is in trouble. I guess he could just go for the exit kills, and that is going to be what his play is going to look like. But of course, he doesn't have too little health. 74 is not too bad, but he's going to be, content with the save of that AK.
So I'm going to walk you through the 2 rounds that we've seen. I love this whiteboarding. So this is Boxman's position. These are the 2 rounds that we've seen on full buys. Boxman is closing down here, and he's closing down the push that comes down here. So if anyone comes out from up top, he can take them out in there. If they rush 5 men, split between here and here, Boxman is overwhelmed every time.
Poor Boxman.
Poor Boxman. And that's what's worked. The 2 times they've got in.
Bomgrem, the Boxman.
And now we'll see. And we're on board with him now. You can see the fire that he's laying down. In a minute, if he wants to shoot down to the left, he has to jump up on top of the boxes. And again, they've realized that this is the way they can get in. 5-man rush into A, focus on Boxman. And now Boxman, he's in an undefendable position when he jumps up there, and there are 4 guns trained on him. He can't win.
And it looks like the terrorists have actually understood that at the exact same point you have as well, because look, they are actually biasing this a lot, and they're really understanding how to pick apart that defense. And 5 smokes went down there. It must be very confusing for the players as well. And it would be interesting to see if they do the same thing again.
Well, at the moment, there's no answer for it, because what does Boxman do? He's the one that holds all the cards. And the moment he jumps up on top of that box, he's completely, defenseless.
He's the ruler of the
world. But that's where he needs to get all of the angle. And it does look like they may do this exact same strat again as they push on in. Let's see if we can go over towards the map view of this, because they're going to go straight back in. It's going to be Pyth that finds the first frag, and Skyton goes in too. There we go. Jackpot goes down, and I'd love to have seen what they did differently on this round. that enabled them to come through. But TMVG do find 3 unanswered frags. It's Blomgren still standing. The difference is Blomgren did last out that fight, but now when he's got his opportunity, he's not hitting his shots. He's got to get that frag onto Joel's, and he does in the end. He and Pronax finish the job.
Dude, he has a very intimate knowledge of that box.
You're taking what was beautiful tactical analysis and just ridiculing it down to...
No, but seriously, we should make this a thing. Blomgren the box, man. This is clearly his thing. And his intimate knowledge of that box has proved very, very commanding point in the way that they defend the A-bomb site. And so Blomgren right now is doing the similar thing, but we have Python Skitten actually playing aggressively on the AET ramp there, and that's actually going to result in a kill. And kills going left and right as Mr. Jackpot picks off a player from the cap. And Skyton actually taking down the bomb carrier there before the trade comes in from Razorcat. Those trades so important, but Blomgren is on the box. That's all you need. Blomgren in that position, and Razorcat going to fall back onto that bomb, and Mr. Jackpot rotating around to kind of combine his efforts with Wazakak there, and it's going to 2v2 situation, so they absolutely need to do so. And what is going to happen just here as they creep up that ramp? Wazakak is the first man jumping on some boxes of his own. Oh, he's going to find a really nice headshot there, a pixel headshot onto Pronax's now. Blomgren with the trade, what a wonderful job as Wazakak had the grenade out. He wasn't ready to defend, and Blomgren with another. What a player.
That was fantastic from Blomgren. He had only 14 points of health at the end of it, but he picked up a beautiful 2 headshot frag to save the end of that round. Excellent work, and he was the key man. When Blomgren shined, so did the rest of his team. And if we take a look at the scoreboard, which seems to be beyond this wireless keyboard's ability at the moment in time. There we go. Blomgren picked up how many frags in that round? 13 frags. And you can see the pivotal nature. Only Pyth, who I called out as being the key man in that, got 6 frags. Everyone else was within just a frag of one another.
Imagine if they win the pistol round now. They would be absolutely instrumental in their ability to push this momentum forward. As Shaker now is the only man nearby to defend, and he does manage to defend so far, but Pyth is there with the trade. Pyth has the bomb. He can get it down, but he's got no cover from his teammates. Pronax and Skitten hanging around the cat. He's going to get the bomb down anyway. Sunny pushing in the side. Sunny going for Python's throat. They're on Pyth's throat. Manages to cut it clean off. As even he gets another player. Pronax is down to Skitten and Sunny. The dance of the defuse. Can he get it? And actually, Skitten is going to pull through for the terrorists. And as we said, you know, it's a pinnacle. It's so important now for them, because now the counter-terrorists are really sweating.
They've got to focus on one site. They've got to go for the A site. It's a nice open site, and just make sure they win this. Because if they throw this away, they'll be, near suicidal. You've already been talking about the mental pressures earlier on that these guys are under. They can't afford to throw this round away. The Vi side. This is theirs to lose. As Blomgren drops down. Reverses into the flash. He's looking for... I think he's got a player above him. As he will wait around. There is someone there. 2 of them got their eyes thrown in. Pronax is there.
Exum picking up the bomb. Which is good.
Oh, wow. Shaker is the one who gets the frag onto Pronax. And I said that he was there, and they didn't really respect him as Blomgren finds himself out. And this is... crucial that they close this one out. Skyton is going to get himself the frag onto Shaker, and we're down to 3 men there.
Opens up Cat as well, so they might be able to push up here now. Indeed they do. They're going for it. Sunny there on the B house. Although Joels and Wazakak have got caught a sniff, they know what's going on, so they will be quick to respond as they do run into the site. Exim, Blomgren and Pyth. It's all about them right now as Skitten is far away, trying to deal the frags on the outside. He does manage to get Wazakak as well, but can he get Joels? No, Joels going to pull through, and Sunny on the B house side has to deal with Exim. The bomb is not down yet, but it's going down. It's a 2v1 situation. Sunny versus Exim. Blomgren's really far away. If Sunny could only pick off Exim, this could be huge. Oh, can he get him? No. Pyth will make the frag, and that will be a wonderful victory.
Yeah, good work from XM there. He dillied and dallied a little bit when he had the bomb, but got the bomb down in the end. That has meant that, well, actually you can see them exchanging weapons. They're not in a beautiful financial position here, the T side, after that buy, but you can see it's still a full save for the CT side to enable them to buy next round out.
Actually, Sunny bought a shotgun, I think.
So where's Sunny going to sit with that shotgun, do we think?
He's close range on the defending the A ramp there.
Did buy a shotgun. But yeah, he did buy. And he's going to go for Pyth here. He's going to charge the grenades. He knows Pyth's there, and Pyth will get the better of him with that P90. Excellent work And now it's going to be a push going in towards that B site. Shaker's the only man there, and looks like it's going to come out for the B side.
Indeed, and here we have the players converging onto B right now. Blomgren, XM, and Pronax and Pyth moving their way up through that cat. It's Mr. Jackpot who has to deal with all of these players, and that is an intimidating task that he cannot overcome. And Joel's also going to fall in suit, as it is now 14-4 in this first map of the grand final of the FACEIT Saturday Counter-Strike Global Offensive Spring Season 1 Cup. Whatever the hell, I don't know what I'm saying anymore at this point. And we have, of course, now such a crucial point, because if the counter-terrorists want to bring it back, and they've done this before, they've done comebacks like this before, and they are on the kind of CT bias side, so it's totally possible for them to do so. But we do have, and even the bomb is like dropped at the B house side, and only XM is there. Pronax and Skitten working that mid, and Pyth hanging around the A house here. So some good picks coming on. That's going to open up the map a bit, as XM is so coy right now. And look, the frags are coming in response, so the CT's really evening up the situation. XM and Pronax decided, okay, it's you and me, man, we're going to go for it. We have the bomb, we're going to push our way onto B, and this could be really good because it's only Shaker there of the 3 counter-terrorists. It's just Shaker, and now the counter-terrorists know about it, they're rotating quickly, but can it be fast enough? As now Pronax takes down Shaker. Can he get the plant in time? XM has to cover Pronax, the team play has to be here, the coordination has to be here, and he does indeed cover his teammate Pronax. And now Sunny coming in from the cat. Can he find XM? Pronax around that corner, desperately trying to make sure that he managed to make this, but the headshot from the long distance. XM's totally on form to deal with Sunny, and that takes it to a 15-4 scoreline.
Good work from Vi there, really nice. They turned they threw away a 5-on-4 in their favor at that point and gained down to a 3 versus 2, and the 2 came out through excellent execution of the move into that bomb site. And then once the bomb was down, they got into 2 good after plant positions and picked up the frags one by one. Nice work. Mr. Jackpot pushing out here on Pronax, and he doesn't realize it, right beneath him. And now Pronax finds the frag after Jackpot gave away his position, fragging Pyth, who, right as I signaled him being a player to look out for after the match we saw earlier, has gone very quiet as Pronax gets picked off by a CT side who haven't got much in the way of weapons. They're down to just 2 players now, both on the B site. It's Wazak who's player number 1. Blomgren is in there 1-on-2 here to win the match. He darts his way forward. Every time he looks in the right area, he just leaves it too quickly. Blomgren's got one inching around to his right. And there it is. It is going to be Wazak who picks it up, and 15-5 the score. Money finally for the CT side. Money
is awesome. They can buy stuff, and buy stuff they will. Fama's coming out. Some M4s. Actually, did I only see 2 buys? That would be weird. Fama's and M4. Was there nothing more? I'm not sure, but nevertheless, they have no choice. They have to buy everything they can because there's no rounds left to play with. So let's see how they manage to make this happen, because it's totally possible. Pronax pushing that mid. As we look at Blomgren, we can see him with his teammate Pyth just operating from this position at the A house. It looks like they have 4 players on this side, 2 at the A ramp as well, trying to pressure, and here they come out to go with the grenades, pushing into the site aggressively. XM there with 1 kill, and oh, look at all the ground they've gained, the position, the smokes, everything is perfect for the terrorists. It's going to take a miracle for the CTs to take this round from them, and there it's Skitten with 1. Wazakak with the return. Joel's there coming in. He's got a point on the bomb though, and Pronax is really out of position. XM and Pronax, it's all up to you if you want to win this game right here and now, because Wazakak and Joel's have something to say about it, and in fact, they will go down. And it's unbelievable how they got so out of position there.
Yeah, it was Wazakak that did the real damage coming in from bottom. His first opening headshot really opened up the site, and then he enabled Joel's to push in with him, and that's what changed that round. They're still having to exchange weapons. They've still got a 9-round advantage, so it's definitely TMVG's game to lose, but they've at least made it feasible, and we're down to we're down to single digits at least on the deficit for the TMVG side. As Shaker waits in mid, the remaining 5 players are now slowly coming out on top of A. Exum opens up the fragging onto Sunny. Now it needs to be Pyth to get in on the action. He finds Dr. Jackpot. I've promoted him as it'll be Shaker to go on through. They make their way across now. It's going to be Pyth. Gets up frag number 1. Oh, starts shooting on his teammate. They need to get this bomb down in time now.
Oh.
But there's Joel's who comes in with a big frag. It's 2-on-1. Joel's last man standing, and he's going to make his way through. I feel Pronax is uncovered here by his teammate because of the smoke, and here comes Joel's coming in. Yep, he does get the frag on Pronax. Joel's again, triple frag to save the day, but that was criminal that was allowed to happen. And Joel's will be wondering, how is that even possible that I went 1-on-3 and won? And in the end, the only answer is just the power of the smoke.
Yeah, he's done that. How many times on Mirage now? Like 3 or 4 times he's done that exact same thing. The 3-player takedown to win the round, to clutch it away for his team. And Pronax, Skit, and XM, Blondgren, Pyth, they are worrying maybe a little bit right now because they just need 1 round. Well, they don't need to worry, but they've just got 1 round. Why can't they win already? Pronax creeping around that tunnel, that middle tunnel area there, as we have pretty much quite a split from mid. We've got 2 players in the mid. We've got XM guarding that A ramp there as Blondgren sees his friend fall before him at the A house there. And the Terror still looking for a pick. That's a great grenade kill onto that box position as Sunny does go down, but trade onto Shaker is going to prove very difficult for the Terrorists. But actually, with the trades of their own, they're going to make it happen as they move on to the bomb site, pressuring everything. Jules is there to respond. Can he do it again? Here is the man. He's done it once. He's done it twice. He's done it 3 times. Can he do it a 4th time? There is the smoke. Here is Jules. He hears the beeping of that plant go down. It was a fake, and they're shooting through the smoke, and Jules returns fire, dealing damage. He's not sure exactly what's happening. He's got 2 players staring directly at him, more or less, coming from such a choke point. Again, the fake plant. Nope, the plant goes down. Jules spamming into the smoke. 2 players know exactly his position, and they manage to catch him, though. Will Jules pull it off once again? There's 1 on the house, there's 1 on the connector. They're splitting up marvelously here to cover all the positions, but Jules it's still possible for him because it's Jules. As he creeps around, trying to find where to look. Oh my goodness, this looks so sketchy, and this is such smart play. They're not even going to risk it. They're just going to fool around with Jules now. As okay, sure, he gets the kill, but look how much he's been pulled around back and forth by both of the players. Jules is not going to have enough time to do this, and XM and is going to make it happen for them. That was a really good play from the Terrorists. I love how safe they played that, considering maybe their knowledge of this Jules guy. It's him again. We should just leave.
Well, that's what they had to do. Yeah. The bomb was put down, and they just slowly kind of separated further and further away from each other in just complete opposite directions, and that gave Joel's, a real difficult position for him to get out of, and he couldn't get out of it in the end. We're on to Inferno for map 2, as we will.
Inferno.
Yeah,
that's a map.
New map.
Yeah, amazing. It's a really nice map actually to watch as well. So. Inferno, what to expect? Well, we haven't seen it for a while, so...
Well, we haven't seen it in this tournament today. We've only been casting Mirage with 1 brief exception of a game on Dust 2. So Inferno, nicely balanced map, a classic of Counter-Strike days gone past. And it looks like we're missing a few players, actually. So Too Much Video Games, Team MVG are missing 3 players. So... instead of us waffling, we'll waffle away during the map, and we'll take a quick break. You're on FACEIT, it's the grand final. TMVG are a map down, but we've moved on to their map. Can they save it? Welcome back to FACEIT TV. It's the inaugural final of the Counter-Strike Go tournament here on FACEIT. Thank you very much for joining us and sticking with us throughout this day of ups and downs and rounds and bounds and Boxman as we are ready to go. We did check Twitch chat to see how many people picked up on Boxman at halftime, and I'm very disappointed to say that only one person
Come on,
picked up
guys,
on it.
please.
Come on.
When we try to be funny, we want some feedback.
We expect.
It's hard to be this funny.
It's not easy. Sympathetic lols, and when you don't just go lol, go lol at, and then reference the joke, because then we know which one of us did the funny. Yeah, come on. It's only nice.
Why do we even bother? We should just become
We'll just
robots.
be serious and
Yeah.
Blomgren walks around the corner with a weapon.
You sound like the depressed robot from the what is it? The Douglas Adams. Do you know what I mean?
I know who Douglas Adams is.
It's gonna come back to me.
Guide to the Galaxy?
Exactly. Yeah, the depressed robot. You sounded like him.
Ah.
From the
See, that wasn't funny. You don't need to go lol at that. That was just really bad because he didn't get the reference at first and then he dragged it out.
Exactly. But I learned something though.
Speaking of dragging out, go to faceit.com, sign up, get yourself involved in tournaments. We've got CS again next Saturday. We've got Quake tomorrow with DDK. More Quake going on throughout the week as well. You can get involved in cups and win points. And what do points mean? Well, they mean prizes. And what are prizes? Big cash moolah. Moolah that you can go and spend on penny sweets, Coca-Cola, and things that you may want that young people enjoy these days. So $350 up for grabs in this one, $1,500 at the end of the season, a lot to be fought for, so stick with us here. We're on the knife round, it's Inferno, and Mirage.
You love knife rounds. How you love knife rounds.
And I like Skyton when he really does make it feel like we're back in Peckham when he goes, come at me, bro, come at me. Look at him.
He's trying to find that dark alleyway. Oh, he ran past it. He missed it. That's the only way to do it. That's what I heard. The dark alleyway. But these guys just go out in the open. There's no strategy when you're talking about that. But anyway.
If you wonder what I'm talking about when I say Peckham or something like that, Pansy in chat can explain because she lives in a very dangerous area. And she is knife trained. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. It's the area I grew up in.
I see. Well, when did you move away?
5 years ago.
Okay, so you stayed there for quite a while. You're like, this knifing thing's not so bad. I can handle this for a few more years. As we go into this first round, we have, of course, Inferno. It's Inferno. I'm looking at the overview, and it's Inferno. I'm surprised, but this is good. So Mr. Jackpot and Jaws are slowly pushing their way up Banana, seeing if they can find anything. Wazakak on the bench there at mid. And Shaker and Sonny with the bomb over at the apartment side. So it's a very interesting split they have. It's they're looking for the picks. They're looking for those holes that can be created, those opportunities they can make for themselves to exploit. So what is going to happen? There's plenty of time left in the round. 1 minute, 5 seconds. Jaws with a pick onto that Banana site, that B site. Now Shaker is moving around with the bomb. Looks like they are actually going to go for that opportunity. They know there's just one player on that site now. And Exum is actually the floater, but he's not rotating quickly enough to the B site. So this could be quite effective for the terrorists now as they push on and they're on Pive. Can he defend? The terrorists are being quite slow and considered about this though. They could really push in faster. Here they go into the site. Pive, can he get the kills? He's trying to delay as long as possible till he gets help. But no help is to be seen. Pive's going to go down very convincingly. And Exum now is going to be under pressure from Mr. Jackpot as he hangs out around the truck, the graveyard area, but Mr. Jackpot just going to chill. Graveyard church, I don't know what people call it these days. I have so many different calls in my head. But Exum there, Pronax and Skitten all approaching from the CT spawn. Are they going to push around into church? Let's call it church. And it looks like Jackpot going to get one and Wazakak with one as well. And that is such a cleanup. Really nice, methodical, systematic aggression onto that site. Great play from the terrorists there in that round. So really, really nice. I like it.
Picking Inferno is a double-edged sword. It may be the map that you're most confident on, but everyone plays Inferno. Mirage being a quote-unquote new map, you're not 100% sure on, it could be a strength for you, and thus you're kind of monopolizing the map pool in your favor. But Inferno, everyone should, in theory, be strong on. Obviously, you'll find some teams who just have a bogey map, but it's worked on that occasion for TMVG. They did win the pistol, and we do expect them to convert, but we'll see what the CT have in store for them on this round as Mr. Jackpot goes through, and he will push in. They're all inside the house. They took it very carefully, this TMVG side, to make sure that there was no quick push out or anything to close down their offense. And we follow Sunny as he makes his way out towards the balcony. Hiding behind the corner there, you can see every which CT player. And here comes the push now. Sunny is down to just 3 points of health. They know they've landed some damage onto him. And now Skythan's coming across. 3 CT frags, quickly answered up by Wazak. Wazak can't get the 4th though. And it's going to be Sunny, I think the last man standing. Yeah, and the last man standing is in real trouble because he's got 3 points of health. And just lick him and he will die as he goes across back out towards the middle, and he has been licked by Bromgan. And that is going to be pistol round advantage wiped out.
Yes, and that is interesting indeed. You know, TMVG, they need to win this map, otherwise they're out. They are going to lose, and their opponents will win. And
that is the nature of tournament play.
Yeah, I mean,
there has to be a winner and a loser.
This is the first tournament you've ever seen. That's how stuff goes down. So the pressure's on for them on Inferno to win this. But as you rightly said, so everyone is comfortable with this map. Everyone knows this map like the back of their hand. And we see an apartments push coming in hard and fast through the CPL there as the terrorists just flood in. Smoke's going everywhere there to cover their positions. Surely the CTs will put their floater over towards the A side now as Exum defends the CT side of mid, and Jackpot and Joel's trying to push desperately. Joel's going back through the apartment. We can see Pronax there ready to deal with him, but Joel's going to just dart away there as now the CTs have the bomb under lock and key secured right at the CT side of mid there, and Joel's has a hell of a job to deal with, but he's trying to do the job and we've seen him do it before, and here he is. He's got 38 health and no points of armor at all, no cuddly bits of Kevlar.
What?
Oh my god! Just through the wagon there, the hay, just oh my goodness! And now he's just going to run back.
That was a questionable shot.
That was pretty ridiculous, pretty ludicrous, absurd, whatever. Joel's now pushing around. I don't know. He's got 30 seconds, and the bomb is very tidily kept away by Blomgren and Pronax there as Joel's pushes slowly up now, checking quad, checking the left as well. The bomb is there. He knows that the CTs have to be there. He's going to see the angle, and there they will get him. So, holy moly.
Yeah,
Joel's.
that was interesting stuff from Joel's as he picked himself up that frag. And 2-1, CT's completely reversed that round. Really like the role that actually it wasn't Pronax. Pronax called the attack coming inside, and then Pyth, I think it was, either Pyth or Skyton, pushed in on the other side of that house and just mopped up the rest of the damage, leaving just Joel's there to do the rest of the job. So quite impressed with that, or quite happy with that CT defense or reaction. And now, as the T's look to mount their own attack, it's going to be Washak who make their way up to the top of that ridge. Will shoot through. Shaker is in the middle there as well. Nades have gone off. No one's taken any damage after all, or most of the... Actually, none of the T nades have been thrown out, to be honest. And they'll now push on in. It's going to be Sunny who just leaves the bomb inside the house, just in case he were to get picked off in a dangerous position. He didn't. Shaker's taken a bit of damage. We're going to stick with Sunny because there goes Pronax, and Pronax gets picked off via the headshot there. Good work from him, and that's going to signal the A push. That's why the bomb was recollected. I'm not sure why Pronax jumped around after that triple shotgun blast, but he decided that was a safe place to go. And Sunny has been dropped, and the bomb is left there. Shaker is now going to have to make his way around. Switches over towards the AK-47 as he enters in towards the Moto Pit, but is picked off. And that'll be a CT win 3 rounds in a row.
Yeah,
and
nice. I like them, these CT guys. They're responsible.
How are they responsible?
I feel like they're playing very well together, like very coordinated. They're really positionally they're doing pretty well, and every time there is a hard decision to make, they play it safe and they play together, and I like that. It's good. There's no craziness. It's just some safe plays, but here comes some craziness here from the terrorists as they run up the banana, but there's 3 players, 3 CTs there to defend. Why is this? That's such a nice read from them, actually, as they predicted that this would happen for the eco round of the terrorists. So great play. Again, just shutting down any aggression, albeit the aggression of that eco round, but nonetheless, they are just reading them so well right now and defending wonderfully.
We've not seen a bomb go down outside of the pistol round. This has been excellent CT play thus far from Vi, and You know, at some point, the kind of nature of CS and the fact that you do go up and down can rear against you. And being one map down already and having lost 4 consecutive rounds, TMVG must be getting a little antsy at one another at the moment as they make their way through. Shots fired, and it's XM who picks up the first frag and the second, and then Skyton decides to get on the action. We've lost 3 men, and Mr. Jackpot is wounded, everybody, as he makes his way back. He does have the AWP, which is the weapon we like to see him with, but he is down by Skyton, and that leaves just Shaker up on Banana, slowly making his way over towards B. But I think he made a footstep there that the 2 defenders may have heard, and they pick him off. It's Blomgren that drops him, and they finish off the job. No kills against that round. 5 straight rounds for the CT as well. There will be something of a buy, though.
And you know something interesting I noted is that Blomgren upgraded from a box to a fountain. What a man.
What a man. Oh, look at that. XM decides he's going to, promote his Twitch account.
Really classy stuff there from XM during the grand final. But we have a very biased intentions here towards this A bomb site for the terrorist players as Mr. Jackpot tosses the bomb to Joels and Sunny as he tries to jump up that wagon, maybe going into... No, he's going to pressure the mid. Maybe there is potential to jump in through that window to CPL. But the apartments is definitely occupied by a fair few terrorists right now, and there comes a kill in from Sunny, and Joel's going to go down there as well. So interesting stuff here is now the CTs are going to have to rotate. Surely they know that they should all be hitting that side hard. Python, Blomgren pushing down Banana to try and rotate, but can they be quick enough to catch the terrorists now, as the terrorists are still littered around the apartments, just looking for the rotation kills, and they get one onto Pyth, and are they going to go back to B now? That would be an interesting play indeed, because they would run into the lone Blomgren, who is now the fountain man. Nope, they're going to decide to regroup, regather, and push through mid. They have 30 seconds. Time is slowly ticking away now. And Skitten and XM are there. Skitten near that graveyard, and there you have XM on the big pit there. As they push through quad side, Skitten closer to the site now. XM still there, and there comes Skitten in with 1 headshot, and more kills to follow as Skitten finally gets taken down. But there's just 1 terrorist player left now. XM and Blomgren are there converging onto the position. Wazakak has to watch both angles. The beep of the bomb plant goes down, letting the CTs know exactly what's happening, and he's put his back to a wall. Where does he go?
To heaven.
To heaven. But then you're presuming that he's a very good person.
Well, he's got a Twitch channel.
Ah, okay.
And as a Twitch employee, I must assume that he's a lovely gentleman. So we're up 6-1, and the buy on that last round, because they got the bomb plant, that made this mass buy of grenades and AKs possible for the T side. So important that he got that bomb down as they go through. It's going to push forward now, and they're going to make their way forward. It's XM who will push out. Promax is going to dart through, and we spy Joel's just shooting down the mid. So they make their way across. Wazakak is in there, and very slow round this from the T side for the first time, actually. Mr. Jackpot's going to make his way through the tunnel and just dart his head up, and gets it picked off by XM.
Even more going down as well. Wazakak and Joel's there just chilling at the mid, but they can't chill any longer. There's Sunny just like alone in the apartments, and there Joel's gets taken down with his teammate Wazakak. They're both just dying, brothers in arms, as Sunny now is left alone in the apartments. Is he going to be able to overcome the fear that he's faced with right now? The 4 players who are just ready and waiting to just murder him as Pronax sits there. The duel comes out. Pronax gonna not find him though. Sunny ducks behind the corner, and there Blomgren gonna come onto him, and he actually takes him down, but Sunny, he was not long for this world.
7-1, and this is looking like a fantastic position for Vi. They have really driven home their advantage. The only round we have been picked up by the TMVG side has been the pistol, and Vi are flying at this moment in time as they make their way through. It has been a bit of a buy from the T side. In fact, maybe close to a full buy from the T side as they will go through. Joel's is in the foot of the banana walkway. Wazak is there. And now Wazak will jump across. Oh, well, he'll try again. If in doubt, try again. There's another man just waiting in there, though. Skitten's going to go for it. Mr. Jackpot's there, but there was someone right in the house with them. Shaker pushes up. Going to be a frag coming in. There you go. It's Pronax, who did go all the way down. Got in the house, got the frag, and that's 3 unanswered frags for the CT. Sunny and Joel's last 2 men standing, and Joel's will make his way through, and that's 5 unanswered frags.
Wow. And they're pushing this forward and forward. They got the bomb down in the bedroom, and then that was it. I mean, that's all you need. Just get the bomb down in the bedroom, and it's pretty hard to attack that position. I don't even know what I'm saying, Toss, but I just say words. So it's an 8-1 scoreline. I mean, if the Paris can pull it back to maybe a 6 rounds or something like that, maybe 7 would be amazing for them. But if it really starts to get away from them, which it looks like it is, because so far it looks like they're just getting outclassed repeatedly, and Exum and Skit, and actually Exum's going to push a little bit aggressively into mid here, looking at the second mid there, going to find a lot of trouble if he's not careful. This could be very ambitious. Exum going all the way down to the T-slope, and Skitten and Pronax to follow as well. They're pushing down mid. They are being aggressive here, and you know, Skitten gets punished, and Exum's in the position by the car. He's going to attack T-slope, finds Sunny. Sunny going to get the frag as well, so they're being aggressive now. Very, very ambitious moves, and it's not going to pay off for them. Blomgren, the Boxman, and Python and Pyth are the only ones left now for the counter-terrorists versus the 5 of the T's. Can they make it happen as the T's carefully creep up mid now? Blomgren on the CT side behind that corner manages to get one, but his position is compromised here, and it's all down to Pyth.
That was a little too cocky. You're only 8-1 up. That doesn't really give you the justification to do what they did. And I think they thought they could just walk this game home. But TMVG are good players. They're going to smell out stupid aggression like that. And they complete the win. That takes it to 8-2. TMVG will get some money for that as well, which is much needed at this point in the game. And you can see that Skyton's gone and bought the Para.
The Negev.
It's
like the lawnmower.
Does one team think they've won already or something?
That's normally why you buy the Negev. It's because I've got loads of money. I don't care. We've won. They suck. You know, it's when you're not taking it seriously. Typically, people buy the Negev and they lawnmower their way around the map. But is that going to be the case as Blomgren gets one onto Wazakak there as the terrorists try to push Banana, but it's not really happening for them. They've dropped the bomb at that car at that area in mid to give them options should they want to fall back, not to drop the bomb in a precarious placement. If they do die and fall at Banana. Skitten is that mid guy there. Exum is a floater.
I want to see him use the weapon now he's bought it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, he's pretty far away from any action.
Yeah, that's
Pronax
the problem.
denies him that kill on apartments onto Shaker. Sunny pushing his way around to apartments as well. Mr. Jackpot trying to battles through that smoke on mid. And Joel's actually managing to get taken down there by the prowess of Pyth, that surgical precision as Skitten now is trying to deal with this guy, this Jackpot guy that you so love. But Sunny comes in from the back and manages to take him down. This is looking very, very bad for the counter-terrorists. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, the round was all theirs. And now it is a 2v2 situation. 56 health for Sunny, 44 for Mr. Jackpot, as the bomb surely should go down at the back of the site. Both players coming in from the library side, from the small pit side there, as Sunny is around that big pit. Mr. Jackpot on the site, the smoke covering that spot. This is going to be very difficult for Exum and Pyth to push through, but will they do it? Pyth's just going to, is he going to go for it? The fire coming through the smoke. He's going to go down. It's all on Exum now, and he's got no time to do it. Mr. Jackpot and Sunny are there. He's got to just go for it. He's just looking left and right. Where are they? Find Sunny, and Mr. Jackpot will find him.
Yeah, and this is what's going to always hold players like these Vi teams back from becoming a top team. They've lost the, they thought 8-2 was, or 8-2 was around, or 8-1 was around where they could suddenly go crazy. And now it's 8-3, they've lost 2.
Discipline.
Yeah, they have none of it. Even
discipline.
when they were a frag up in this round, Skyton took his Para out and just decided to go waltzing down mid, which he shouldn't have done. He was the one covering A.
I mean, you're completely right. You can even say 8-1 because during 8-1, it only got to 8-2 because they just started to walk down mid aggressively. They had no need to. And what they were doing was working very well. and they start to get really aggressive, but Blomgren and Pipe here on the B site as usual, defending. Wazek and Jaws pushing.
Why was XM coming down? We've just witnessed Shaker going there. Why was XM pushing mid when they don't know where the committed attack is?
It is a mystery, Sir Stuart. But let's see how the things progress now. It's 3 counter-terrorist players to the 5 of the terrorists. It looks like they're posturing themselves, reposturing themselves from mid to A. So here we go. They're going up, and actually the 2 counter-terrorist players are actually up at the B bomb site, so this could be very bad. But actually Pronax, that was a crucial kill there. Had he not won that fight, oh no, but Pronax just going for it through to that angle. It's very dangerous stuff, and instead of waiting for his teammates, he just went for it. And now Blomgren and Pipe have to deal the job alone against Mr. Jackpot, Jaws and Sunny, who are the 3 terrorists defending the site. Jaws planting the bomb, Blomgren pushing his way in. He's just sorely going to die, and he does indeed fall. Pyth now is the lone standing Ranger, but no longer.
8-4, 3 thrown away rounds from the
does really feel like that.
And now they're going to have to save.
I know, that just really cripples them.
It's going to become 8-5.
It's just the momentum, just everything's just gone.
It's disappointing to see it play out this way as they make their way through now. TMVG should pull this round back to them, and it should become 8-5 going into the 14th round as we see whether they have anything to do. At some point, someone probably didn't realize quite how badly things were going financially, and they're now saying, oh, we better play seriously now.
Playing seriously is often the best way to win a grand final, and it's interesting. I mean, it's so painful to see what we've been seeing. It's so painful. But let's see if they can turn it around. Let's see if that was a kick in the face. It was a reality check for them. As Jaws and Wazakak, Mr. Jackpot as well on Banana, taking that bomb, carrying it upwards. Looks like Shaker and Sunny are also pushing themselves back towards Banana. Looks like they want to commit there. And this could be the first time they've done it in a while. Mr. Jackpot palming that bomb off to Shaker as they creep their way on up. Creep, creep, creep. The flash comes in. Blomgren and Pipe. No, there's something up. The calls should be going out soon. There should be the rotation coming out soon as the players flood in. Mr. Shaker gets that kill onto Blomgren, the fountain boxman. Wazakak taking one of his own with Pipe, and Skitten and Pronax rushing in to defend that bomb, to really take that bomb site. And it's looking very precarious indeed. The smoke goes down to the CT spawn. Really going to hurt their visibility there, as Exim also going to find his way back towards that CT spawn area, towards that B side to try and retake it. Skitten making his way through the church there. Oh, Shaker going to handily take him down with the headshot there through the wall, and Exim and Pronax have so much work ahead of them, and the bomb is ticking. There's no time, and there's no hope.
It's going to become 8-5 now, and TMVG have come back from 8-1 to 8-5, and have certainly turned this game on its head. And now we'll see whether they can close this out. This is their map pick as well. And we'll see. The Vi side certainly felt that they had some confidence in this round, and we'll see whether they can close it out. But they do have an AWP. Let's see what XM is going to be able to do with his AWP as they push out. They push Pyth all the way down the banana walkway, only for him to fall back. Skyton is going to dart back. XM has opened up the fragging onto Sunny, who has been probably the player for the T side, along with Joels.
And Skitten and XM actually repositioning himself both on the CT side and mid, leaving Pronax as the lone CT at the A bomb site itself, around pit and quad area. Shaker pushing through that apartments, or not pushing necessarily, but just hanging around the apartments area as Mr. Jackpot picks up the bomb, pushes it up the banana to join his teammate Jules and Wazakak, as the 3 of them are thinking maybe of going to B, but no, he drops the bomb as well. A lot of indecision from the T side here as to what they want to do, and there's 40 seconds remaining in this one. And still, the setup from the CTs remains pretty strong, but they are pushed back quite a lot, actually, XM in library. But here goes the push onto Banana, the 3 players pushing up. Blomgren and Pipe have a lot of work to do to try and defend this. Oh, there's one kill coming in from Pipe, and another one. They've got the bomb down, and the counter-terrorists are going to rotate, but it is not even needed as Blomgren and Pipe high-five each other as they walk past. It's like, we got this site, and it is ours. No one's going to take this from us. And that is the round.
Did you see the high five?
I saw it with my own eyes.
Wow.
Maybe I've just been playing I've seen so much Mirage. I'm just seeing stuff now.
So it is 9-5, and now the opportunity opens up for a Vi team to just close out the half the way it really should have been. They should be in double figures. They've been the stronger side. Pyth has been dropped by Mr. Jackpot trying to rush down the middle. Pronex also goes down courtesy of Mr. Jackpot, and where this is happening for Jackpot to be able to hitting these shots, I'm not sure, because he sat in mid. And Vi in wait. Again, you can see someone's going to poke their head out. You can see this guy in mid that Jackpot can see right here. He's going to poke. He's going to peek his head out. Got no need to do it, but he's going to. As Wazak picks up the frag, they've got 3 unanswered frag. It's only XM and Blomgren left, and this is going to be another round for TMVG, as the Vi side seem to have pretty much given up at this point, despite leading the game.
Blomgren and XM. It's down to them. This looks very, very bad for them, but Blomgren's going to go for it. With his teammate behind him, he's going to go through Church. Shaker's there to try and stop him. And now he is stuck, and XM is dead. He's a lone man with no friends, and he is also dead as well. So that is the half. That's 9-6, and it could have been so much different.
Yeah, it's a half that really should have been 14-1.
It really felt like that. It really felt like they were doing. They had the economical momentum. They had every kind of momentum you could have. And what they were doing was working repeatedly
Against themselves.
and then they decide, let's do something different, and let's just rush and die.
And that's what they did. They were very good at that.
I know that they pulled it off very well. You're correct. So, but now they are on the terrace side. It's a pistol round, and that's a Glock kill onto Mr. Jackpot as they push up the mid onto quad. Another kill coming in. Wazakak finding himself in a very bad spot as he's caught out in the open. Have to find cover behind this box on the A-bomb site. Jules and Sunny of the counter terrace pushing their way through, rotating as fast as possible, but that smoke is really going to help cut off Jules' visibility, his angles, and back to quad. Pronax and Blomgren go, killing one, and there's just the Sunny that's fleeing, that's rallying there.
Pronax did an excellent job counter-rotating to pick off the 2 coming back from the rotation after he put the bomb down. Hats off to Pronax, he played that one very, very well. And now you can see that Vi are up to double figures. They're at 10-6, and they are now 6 rounds away from the victory as they home on in on this one, DDK.
Sorry, say that again.
They are homing in on victory.
Homing in on victory. That is what they're doing. Terrace right now. As they are, they have the ability. They have, honestly, they have the class to do it against this team. So Pronax though, he's going for the pickup Banana. He's playing pretty aggressively, but Jules and Sunny are playing the defense on Banana on B-side very defensively. And we have Blomgren there with the bomb at the bench, at the seat there on mid, moving up with his teammates. Wazakak gonna have to fall back. The grenade caught him there. Falls back onto A. There's only Wazakak on A. He's the only man there. And there's 4 players that are descending upon his position rapidly as he does get taken down so easily now. I mean, of course, he only had a pistol to work with, but there's Skyton going to cut down Jules as Sunny is the only one remaining, and Skyton also going to cut him down in turn. So it's in the standard stuff, but they're going to push this through. Now, what are the CTs going to do? They're actually buying some FAMASes here. There's 2 FAMASes for the CTs, and a couple 3 FAMAS and 2 of the shotguns. So they're doing a surprise buy now, basically, because they couldn't afford AWPs or anything, any serious kind of buy, the full buy. So they're just going for a surprise buy. Let's see if what they do works out.
Yeah, if it doesn't, they're in real trouble, because waiting one more round and playing it safe, you could say, 12 versus 6, 11 versus 6, doesn't make that much difference. You're still under the cosh, so we'll see whether it works for them. It does. 2 frags come in, make that. Oh, I was about to say make that 3, as they almost go for it. It's Pronax looking to finish off the job. Yep, Joels does down him, and now we're down to just Blomgren and Sixton, and Skyton, and Blomgren is waiting to poke his head out. He's back at spawn, and he darts his way around, comes up through mid. Wazaka's finished off onto Skyton. And we're down to just Blomgren, 1 versus 4. He does have 2 of them on low health, but he's got one literally who's about to peer his head over the back. Oh, Somehow he makes his way in. Wazakak is right to the left. Surely he'll see him. Oh! Wazakak will see him first, and that'll be round number 7
the surprise
for the
play with the surprise aggression works out for them. I mean, the terrorists, you know, still some of them had some of those SMGs from the previous round. Their anti-eco strategy was, you know, still kind of in effect, and the surprise buy worked out for them. So, you know, props to TMVG there, because they made it happen for themselves. But TMVG still have a lot of work to do, because they're 4 rounds behind in the second half, and the terrorists are converging onto the position here of this second mid of these apartments. We've got XM holding the back, watching that banana rotation, and these players right now are tasting a victory. It's not far away for them, but they still have some 100 yards to go as Python Skitten make their way out up to mid, but it looks very contested still as Shaker is there on the quad. They do manage to kill the guy on the CT side of mid there, but Sunny and Jaws understand that they should rotate. Oh, but if they go through to Banana, now Skitten and XM pushing up Banana with Blomgren, it could be working out very well for them as they managed to force a rotation from Sunny, so it's just Jaws at Banana, but now Sunny's going to float his way back to Banana to B, and it's going to be an interesting situation once again. Joels and Sunny versus Skitten and XM. Skitten and XM desperately need this pick. They get this entry frag. It is going to be very important. It could be the round. Can they do it? The flash coming out. They're going to make the push in. XM going through to the CT spawn side, through to Church. Skitten close to those boxes, playing it coy. XM going around the back. It's going to get Sunny, and that is Shaker coming around from CT spawn now, and Joels is going to get caught as well. That is 2 versus 2 now, and Shaker has to be careful, and they haven't got the bomb down just yet. It's 15 seconds. There it is. The bomb is down, and XM and Skitten, it is them against the world right now. Shaker and Wazakak pushing in to try and retake this bomb site. Blomgren going to get Wazakak. It's just down to Shaker now, so 1v1. XM versus Shaker. Shaker has only got 7 points of health, but his opponent XM only with 10. So Shaker now on this bomb defusal position. He's just going to go for it. He's going to go around the corner, and he gets him.
What a finish there from Vi. He does get himself the frag, and that is a beautiful, beautiful way to end the round as they close out, and that takes them up to 12-7, and they get 1 round closer to victory. And it's a crawl rather than a rush to the finish line, but TMVG find themselves 1 round further down. Excellent work from them to pick it up, and they force a bit of a tricky financial situation for their opponents. Some buys, some not. Vi will now push out at the bottom of the house. Pyth is in a real terrible position. They didn't know whether it was coming or going, and Shaker opens up with 2 quick frags. That should give a gun to 1 more man as well. And they quickly make their way. They're still going to proceed with this A push. Despite being a man down, Mr. Jackpot is the one who's saying, yeah, I think I still got some people here. He does. He's got XM right beneath him. But he doesn't realize that, and it's Blomgren that's going to come around the back and reaffirm this push. In towards the A site they go. XM is there. XM spies the man on the back, finishes him off. It's Wazak. He takes him down with the headshot, and now they will look for the bomb plant. No, they do not have the bomb. Pronax is the one who's going to go around. It's Joels who's in the bomb. He's just shy of the bomb site, though. 2 on 2. The bomb's... Oh, no, it's a long way shy. That's why Sunny's moved around. And here we go. Mr. Jackpot comes around. They're trying to lock down the bomb itself, as they know that Vi have to go up there and get it. XM taking a lot of damage going up there. Pronax is down Sunny.
Oh, Pronax with 3.
Hits the jackpot.
Yes.
On to Mr. Jackpot. And
I see what you did there, sir.
13-7.
And I respect it.
Yeah.
And I like it. And it's now 13-7 on Inferno. And they are looking again. Like, I mean, this is what we were talking about. Like, these guys look like they are outclassing their opponents. They just maybe don't have the discipline here and there, but they're looking pretty good, and they're trying to win this match. And I think that reality check really helped, because right now they have not very far to go. It's only 3 more rounds for them to win, for them to take this one, and all of a sudden, you know, their opponents, TMVG, are starting to sweat buckets. Pronax is going to be the first man to peek up mid. Shaker on quad. Is he going to be able to take him down? There's smokes covering the CT mid side to allow that approach to work for them. Onto quad, on through apartments. Pyth going to get the apartments guy down. And also the quad guy goes down. Mr. Jackpot on CD side of mid, is he going to go down as well? There's smoke covering his position, so he might be okay for just now, but Skitten is hiding around that CPL area. Blomgren now on the A site. They're making a setup, one into Big Pit, one into the apartments. Exum gets the bomb plant for, it's an apartments plant as well, so this is going to be very tricky indeed for the counter-terrorists to try and defuse this entire situation, let alone only the bomb, as Sunny and Mr. Jackpot are pushing their way around to CPL. They will find Skitten, and Exum goes down as well. Blomgren gets the kill around that library area now as Python's on Big Pit. Pronax coming around from the mid. Blomgren on that the defense on the site. They have so much to deal with, so many problems, so little time. Sunny coming in for the defuse. He goes for the fake. Moving around now. Forces to counter the terrorists, but they came close, but
they did. Vi were desperate to throw it away. When they first got that bomb down, they had, I think, 4, maybe 5 players alive. And you can see by the fact they're exchanging weapons financially, they're not in a great place as a result. They lost several frags. But in the end, for TMVG, it was 1 frag too many. 14-7 the score. By closing in on victory, they're 2 frags away from it. And this is going to be a tricky situation for them because financially, they are up the Cypress, if you will, as they have absolutely no money and they can't even get a bailout from the EU. And they make their way through. It's going. I hope there are no Cypriot viewers watching right now. Great country, great country.
Sorry.
As Blomgren now makes his way around the side. Joels is going to be the one who's waiting for him there. Joels takes a heck of a lot of damage there, but gives as good as he gets. And that is going to be XM to push around the corner. Oh, sneaking in on someone. Finds the frag onto Shaker. How do you do, sir? And then XM helps him out. Not before the frag came in onto Blomgren, though. Mr. Jackpot is in trouble too before he gets picked off by Skyton. And now it's Wazak and Sunny to try and bail out. Wazak is going to hope to find a weapon on the return as he goes in through the house. There should be a weapon there. And the bomb is up there as well. That's why he's going that way. Blomgren dropped the bomb. Blomgren had a weapon. Sunny's down.
Wow, it's a 2v1, but Wazakak has 100 health versus the 9 and 13 of his opponents. The bomb is down in the apartments. What do they do? XM running around the corner, spraying like a maniac. Skitten coming from behind. Can he get Wazakak? XM gets the bomb, distraction, but he gets the frag anyway. And terrorists win that round. So,
8 match points.
It is... yeah, when you put it like that, it's like you're expecting the overtime to come in. And it is TMVG, so it would not be surprising.
Yeah, they've done 1 overtime, and we've never forgiven them for it.
I know, and it was on Mirage.
It was
you
a
cannot
boring
blame
overtime.
us. You can't blame us, but the action. This is it. This could be it. Why don't you do the honors?
Okay,
of proceeding to do this round.
Here we go. It's going to be TMVG set themselves up. This is as full a buy as they can muster, including Galils and other, as they have pushed themselves through. Sunny's going to make his way through. There's 2 men on the top of Banana. There's actually 4 men on the Banana walkway, but 2 are retreating, it would appear. Pyth is waiting to see what Sunny does. Sunny has 2 men there. They call a flash. Skyton and Pronax both go down, though, on the other side. XM's got himself 2 frags as well.
Wow.
We're on 3 on 2. GG, well played, already called. They have no faith on the rotating Wazak as they make their way through. It's going to be Sunny to go down now. Sunny pushes himself out. Doesn't get the frag we're on. Bomb planted. And he's got a man on the other side of that wall. Wazak is there. Blomgren pokes his head out. Sunny gets frag number 1. Pyth destroys Sunny. And the sun may well have gone down on him today. As that will be that. We have our inaugural FACEIT champion. It is Team Vi. Congratulations to you.
Do you know what I love about this is the fact that it's 3v2. You know, okay, fair enough. 3v2. And the guys, teammates are like, yeah, GG guys, it's over.
Yeah, 3v2. Quite feasible for them to pull it around.
Yeah.
And no,
that's amazing.
We just don't back you.
Amazing.
Yeah. Well, still an impressive game nevertheless, DDK, and an impressive debut of CSGO.
I agree.
And
that's all I have to say. I concur.
Well, thank you for your concurring. Yes.
So congratulations to hGh for taking that one and winning the first Cup. CSGO Cup that we've ever done here at FACEIT, and I hope that all of you viewers enjoyed it. It will be improving week by week, And because we're very active, we aim to please, we aim to make the best possible user experience in all ways. So really shoot your feedback at us. Any kind of feedback that you have, send it to us, and we will address it as best we can.
And to those of you in Spectator saying, why aren't they using Auto Spectator, Auto Director? You know why? As 8,000 people have answered already in the chat, because it was directly on the server as opposed to on GoTV. Because if you play directly on a FACEIT server, you get all the benefits of a completely automated bracket system. So all you have to do is check in, press one button to get yourself inside the game, and you're away. The server and the FACEIT technology take care of the rest. It's a revolution, some might say. DDK didn't. He called it a glorified IRC bot. But everybody else in the world is calling it a revolution. And thank you for being a part of it.
I've never thought. Don't look at me.
Thank you for watching us. DDK, any closing remarks?
No, thanks guys for watching. Remember to follow us if you enjoyed the action here. And remember, we have a Sunday Cup, which is the Quake Live stuff, which is our bread and butter, what we started with, our grassroots kind of homegrown thing. We had the Sunday Cup. Don't miss it. It's tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday, if you didn't know. I hope I just, maybe I taught someone something. Tomorrow is Sunday. Quake Live, action all day. I think we'll be doing the American Cup after the typical European Cup. So that's there to look forward to if you are an American, if you're someone from that time zone and you want some Quake Live that's more watchable at your hours, then that will be there. Well,
remember, America is on daylight savings time, so they're 1 hour closer to us as well.
That's wonderful.
There's a fun-filled fact.
So there you go, Quake Live action tomorrow. Remember to follow us if you like the action. Remember to hit us up on Twitter. We're just FACEIT. If you want to go to our Facebook as well, we have our FACEIT store with our Legends Cup memorabilia, like our shirts with the cooler. And if you know who Cooler is, we've got Cooler's face on the shirts for the Legends Cup. It's on the FACEIT community for our Facebook.
What's your Twitter, DDK? People probably want to follow you.
You shouldn't do that. That's really stupid. But if you're stupid enough to do that, it's DDK_. I hate saying that, DDK_. I couldn't get DDK. I should complain.
How about
the Twitter?
DEEDEEKAY?
That seems pretty high level. But I think that is it, though. That's everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's been a wonderful pleasure once again to have you on FACEIT TV, Tosspot, and I hope you come back many, many more times. What are you doing tomorrow? Do you want to cast tomorrow?
I don't. I'm going home because I hate you.
Okay.
Follow me at the Stewpot for all your DDK hate, daily basis. I give it out just, the whole time. It's what you can do. Thank you very much for watching us, and good night.